Good morning, Vietnam. We're not going to do anything there with Ace 5. We registered for these two tourneys in the late buy-in period. So I haven't only just started playing both of them, but we are short stacks already. I wouldn't always suggest registering late for a tourney. I mean, it's all right, but it just means you have to jam pretty soon. If you are starting out on tourneys and you want to get the most value out of it, obviously register at the start. But I'm okay here. I think they're cool in range. I think there's still value in it, but I do have to play pretty jammy. So we'll do the same 4 tourneys as usual. I'm almost planning to get knocked out. The £10 one there as well, that's starting in 10 minutes. But I'll probably find another cashed game table as well, because and you do always want to go to the cash tables that do have the we can't do anything with 5s here, that do have the largest average pot. Then you can play more snug poker, and it's pretty simple, right? And we won't call with ace. Oh, there's 2 people on that waiting list. All right. We won't call an all-in with king queen. Aces against ace king, just as well. I don't join these tables just because they're 3 max. There's not too much play involved. It's pretty jammy. We're talking about jammy. So you start the tournament with 2,000 chips, but the blinds are already at 5,100. I'm hoping I'll be able to win one of these tourneys, because I know that will get the views. That will get the views. And I do win tourneys. I just haven't managed to win one that I've streamed. So I'm not third on that waiting list. I'm first. We will opt to call with Jack 9 there. We won't do anything with 10-3. But this is actually quite a critical part in a lot of tournaments, knowing when playing that short of stack when you've got 15 to 10 big blinds, that jammy stack. Can I call? I'm not going to do... No, I'm not going to do anything with my jacks there. It's still fairly early on. It's only 48 blinds. So there's a lot of play left in it. Here with 8s, we will put in a 4x raise. It was a min call from under the gun. He is jamming. We're quite happy to get it in. Ace 3, no ace. Okay. 8. No, not today. That was interesting. We won't open ace 8 under the gun. So if you do want to actually cash in tournaments, you gotta try to actually you gotta try to win those hands when you're 70%. So if you're not winning the hands when you're 70%, it's gonna be pretty tough to do much in tourneys. Not a huge fan of his play, but it worked. That was the £5 tourney that started the earliest, so we weren't particularly deep. But now we are down to 3 tourneys. The other tourney starting in, I think, 5 minutes. Yeah. Remember to smash that subscribe button. As soon as I do get 100 subscribers, I will play the £110 tourney on the Sunday as a special, just one screen it, try to go into a little bit more detail. Till then, I quite like playing these stakes. I used to play a lot of poker, but I've only just picked the sport up again. I guess you can call it a sport. Apparently it's not a sport. It's kind of like a sport, but there has to be a physical opponent to a sport, just like chess isn't a sport. But if you take the French meaning of the word, it is a sport. In the English meaning, it's not. Interesting. I reckon poker is a sport, though. What do you reckon they're going to put? Video games. What do they call it? Something or other. Electrical esports. Esports in the Olympics. We have got 15 big blinds here. Don't get alarmed with 50. Is it 15, 16 big blinds? It's not. We're not too alarmed yet, but we should start worrying. It's really when you get to under 10 big blinds is when poker evaporates and it turns into a ship or fold type scenario. Don't play poker when you have got less than 10 big blinds in tourneys. Mistake I see a lot of starters doing. Not bad, tourney, the 7 at 7. I've done all right in this one so far. I managed to finish second, I think, over the first or second video I made in the £5 rebuy. We will look to ship it though. And remember, guys and girls, with a rebuy, you don't always want to rebuy, but if they've got an add-on period, you do always want to add on. The chips are half price. And you must bet on value. We're going to lead our 2 pair here. Our kings and fives. Three, 9 are good. And I do have colour codes for my opponents. Yellow being a reg, orange being a bit fishy, but I don't think that's completely fair on this guy. He's not complete fish, but he does that. He's got a few donkey plays. A little bit of Ned. King 8 suited. Quite happy to see a flop. When people have aces, usually, and ace, they're more likely to raise it pre. It did all check. I am actually in about half pot into this. I kind of think I've got the best hand. I just can't see how many. I suppose Sib could have. Yeah, I kind of think I've got the best hand now. We will check the river. It is quite ugly though. It's only got 13, 1,300 and 800 pot. But we do take it down. We did have the best hand. And here with top pair, there are so many people in the pot. I'm just going to stick out a little bit of a small bet just to test the water. 116 to 400, and we do get quite a few callers. 2 callers already. What am I worried about? What am I worried about? I feel like I should check, just control the size of the pot. We don't want an ace, we don't want a... I suppose we didn't really want a 10 either. Can't see I can do much. I bet 100, 600. Yeah, he could quite easily have overcalled with a 4 or a 6 or a 10. We won't find out what he had. Could I have carried on betting that? I would have put in a river bet if it wasn't a 10 or an ace or a 9. But maybe if it was a cash game, I would have carried on betting on the turn. Well, with tourneys, you got to try to hold on to your chips a little bit more. I'll try to hold on to your chips a little bit more. Turn was the 6. It's just what I don't like. If I do carry on betting with that king queen on the turn, if they raise, then what do? You always want to try to make your hand as easy to play as possible. And guess what? Your hand is always more difficult to play out of position. So 7 at 7, £5 rebuy, £10, and then we've got 1 deep table, and all the rest are normal, and the other 2 are normal. But it might be quite a quick stream if I do get knocked out of all the tourneys. You know how I get on. If it is a long stream, you know already. I must have ran late in a tourney. He is away. Yeah, and funny enough, when you attack the blinds and the big blind's away, the small blind will usually defend a lot looser. It's like they take it a lot more personal. Nothing personal, strictly business. Yeah. If he's got an 8, he's got the straight. I'm alright. And it might sound bizarre. I'm actually going to play how I have been playing, and I might play like a little bit more nitty than in the other tournaments. But I just sort of feel like I'm trying to play correctly, and by me trying to play correctly, I'm actually playing a little bit too loose. But we'll see. We'll see. I only say that because yesterday I was playing in the tournament. I did make a questionable all-in when I had ace-9 suited. In the big blind, I ended up jamming against some guy who raised early position. He was the chip leader, or he had a significant chip stack, and he made it 3x from the under the gun +1. I think I had 3,000. I had 2,900. There was 900 in the pot, and I just jammed it with ace-9 suited. I did run into ace-king. Not sure how well I explained that hand, but yeah, it was questionable. That's a blank. That is a blank. I'm a little bit worried with my aces here because they are the type of hands you do go bust on when you've just you run into when you run into trips. I'm just going to jam for value. Yeah, high variance play there with aces. I'm not going to lie, high variance play. There was the busted flush draw that he could potentially put me on. When you have jacks, you don't like seeing an ace on the flop. When he leads into you, led into two plays even, we won't do anything. That's no good, that's no good. We've hit a straight here. We've hit the nuts, baby. Nuts are good. £1.10 into £1.70 seems about right. This is when you want them to jam slow play trips. Deuce. The fact that it's a club, it's not good. The fact that it's a club, it's not good. I didn't end up winning that. I think I actually prefer... Nice hand, mate. Putting in a small bet on the river, it makes it a little bit easier to play, because then if you do get raised, you can be fairly confident he has got it. But the fact that I checked to him, he could put in quite a large bet on the river, and then I don't always know what to do. It's all unders for nines. It is four-handed. We are facing an all-in. Oh my god. I think we'll pass. I just think too many times I'm running into two pair trips. And there's so much play left in this tourney. There's too much play left in this tourney. We're getting down to 10 big blinds here, not quite, but blinds are 75, 150. Only on 1,700, and we have hit trips here, and he is betting small. We will raise half pot, or will we? Yeah. We're hitting two pair, which is very nice. We will just bet half pot. Jack doesn't matter too much, but the fact that it's a club does. And we are against Rancid. We'll check and hope the board pairs. we'll carry on betting our 2-pair up here. We will call that. And I'm going to lay these sixes down. Because I'm pretty sure he's got the flush. Quite a large bet on the river there. Could be in trouble for slow paid trips, but that's no reason not to river bet top 2. We'll ask if he had the flush. He is a player we've marked as good. I don't know. This is actually quite close with the ace-8. Because it kind of feels like he's just going after this this blind, but I will fold it. It was an ace-king. He was going after the blind, obviously with 7-3, like an absolute madman. And he wins it. Lovely. It's kind of the unwritten rule in poker. You always do cheer on the donk. Always cheer on the fish. Won't do anything with our 4s there. Although it is getting very jammy as well. I guess I can call this the Tourney Jam. The Tourney Jam video. Jammy jam. No, you can have it. This is pretty ugly with Jack Queen. I am going to fold it. I just don't like putting in another 200 chips in the hope of hitting a Jack or Queen. I think you're at that stage of the tournament where you're either folding or jamming. You can't really you can't put in chips and then not put in more after. I don't think I had much fold equity from a raise under the gun. You've got to realise his range has got to be slightly stronger as well. And it's going to be pretty jammy here soon. We will fold that 7-9. If it folds to us, it becomes a lot more interesting to jam because the big blind is away. I think 7-9 off is too weak though, because there are still 2 players behind to act, and a guy with significant chips who I think doesn't mind going bounty hunting. And we will 3-bet our jacks here. I was told to always 3-bet jacks to try to help you figure out where you are. I think that's changed, but that's a nice flop for jacks. All unders. I do c-bet and take it down. So it's break time. When we come back, I'm not saying any two, but virtually any two, I'm going to have to be jamming. Maybe any two. We'll see. And we're back. It's fake news. I suppose he is the greatest president. He's the only one to have been impeached twice. It's fake news. Okay, so yeah, it's pretty jammy now. Aces. Do you jam aces? I'm just going to call. The old stop and go. Can't call. Maybe I just call there with aces. See if he wants to carry on betting. I'm not really scared of much, but I don't know. I was content. Would we raise it up with our ace king? This guy's saying can't find Timmy. I don't know what that means. Will we take a free card with our a6, or will we just jam it against an under the gun call? We'll take a free card. We do hit our ace. I'll check to him just because I think he's going to try to bluff us off a lot. He does bet. He's the pot leader. And I'll jam it. Raise up with our queens on the button. Oh my god. I didn't want to call there with 10-3. That was a misclick. Quite an expensive misclick. We'll carry on betting our queens. And here we will get it in with eights. It's too strong to fold. I know we haven't got any fold equity, but come on, ace king. We don't want to see an overpair and be drawing dead, and we will check the river with the queens. Come on, ace king. Don't let us draw dead. Kings, we're drawing. Pretty loot. We will call here. Will we call? No, we'll actually re-isolate with our A7. Oh, god damn it. I didn't actually want to rebuy on that. That was... We are in front of this guy, so no 9, and we'll do well. Okay, that's alright. We will carry on betting. Top pair there. I don't know what it's talking about. I think there was a hit and run up here though. Hit and run is when you get a novice player that wins a pot and then legs it. You do find that quite a lot. I think Nick is half decent as well. You will know the decent players because they know each other. So, I suppose it is the jam. It's the jam series. The jam series of tourney. So I did well to rebuy on this. Because we'll get more jamming options. We will set mine with 6s here. We have got position and we are deep. So if I do hit a 6, it could have the potential of winning a huge pot. Huge. We don't hit 6. We're actually going to put out a third pot size bet. We didn't want to call, we just wanted him to fold. Being scared of those 2 aces, but I'm going to say kings or queens. Queens. Not bad. Ducks under the gun. I will not shove. I did shove my ducks on the button, but under the gun, I'm alright for shipping ducks. I never really like shipping those tiny pairs because at best it's 50-50. It's not like you're ever ahead of much. Well, you're never ahead. It's always 50-50. But when you ship ace-9 suited or ace-3 suited, you're in front of king-queen and all sorts of random stuff. But all those random things are is basically a flip against 2s. And we will check here. Check it there. Check a chance on me. Check there. Fold that. Ace 10. Jack. Fold. See, poker's easy, right? Seven, 9 on the button. We won't do anything with that. Fold. Ace king. Basically the nuts. jam it all day long. He has made it 3x. And there is a cooler. So there's 1,500 in the pot. I'm actually quite happy to just take this down pre. I don't think I will take it down pre though. I think there'll definitely be a cooler and bosh. Straight away, this guy. Wow. I'm going to need a hit, an ace or a king. And do I jam this? I'll take a card. Tens. Jack 7. The old Jack 7. Go on. It is the rebuy session. The short stacks. I think we'll bet this. I can't see how he can check a king to us twice. Don't do anything with ace 6. We will call that. A bit frustrating there with the ace king, but that's poker. But yeah, title of this video is going to be short stack tourney play. So it makes sense for me to keep on rebuying in, eh? And here with ace 5, less than 10 big blinds on the button, we will jam it. Certainly seeing we could win a bounty if we're called. And flush draw, we will call. We're deep enough. So we didn't want this guy to do that, but we did want this guy to call. I'll just check there. We have missed our flush draw. 4, 5, 6. Could we rep the 7? We are in front of king 7. We hit our ace. That's okay. A little bit of good luck now. A little bit of good luck. Super crazy. Super crazy. You don't know half of it. That was I wouldn't be calling all ins with king 7. I can't see what you're in front of. And a lot of times you're just sort of crashed. There he wasn't in too bad a shape. He had 2 live cards, but no. Super crazy. And this is what happens as well. People try to win the tournament too early. You see that? He had like 15,000, 16,000, and he's just trying to win the tourney too early. We'll min raise that. It is the add-on period. I think this £5 rebuy, I'm in for it for like 20 quid. Oh well. I do it for the likes. I do it for the subscriptions. So make sure to like and subscribe. We will bet our flush draw. Flush rather. And it's the add-on period. I have rebought once by accident, second time on purpose. That will not stop me from adding on because the chips are half price now. I mean, I was just paying £5 for 2,000 chips. Now it's £5 for 4,000 chips. It's kind of like Bitcoin. It just keeps on going up. Yep. Buy Bitcoin, buy silver. Become rich, don't stress. We got kings down here. Kings are good. I like kings. Queen 8 is a fold. And we're going to put in a larger c-bet this time. We're going to make it 60 into 90. I'm not going to min raise my 8-10. Prefer to hold on to the chips. And we got ducks. Ace 3. Ace 3. No, we're okay for 5 X-rays. And we miss our ducks. Maybe it's delayed c-bet. I like a delayed c-bet down there with my 2s. If he does check. He bets. I'm okay. We won't do anything with... Maybe I could have called with that 10 jack suited. I think I might just play. We're going to put in a raise here. Just play the 5 screens. A little bit too confusing playing 6 screens and commenting on them. Here, closing the action, 8-7 suited. Okay, I'll do it. And that's why I did it. That's why you guys should watch, so you can hit 2 pair like me and possibly get it all in on the flop. A little bit of luck. Little raise. I'll half pot it. Half pot and down. We do get a call. Ace isn't the best turn card, but we will definitely still ship. Ace 3. Okay. Let's poker, folks. Oh, I haven't. Yeah. All right. Okay. No, I mean it's cool. I guess it's cool. Does make sense. And then he hits top 2. So, well, not top 2, but aces and aces and 3s, and he's still got the backdoor flush draw. So quite an easy call. Just a bit of a caller for me. That's poker, folks. We will win one of these tourneys. We will. I think I'm almost. I get a walk with my king 10. That's not bad. I'll take that. We found a deep 20 in our table. The other 2 are just normal, and then still got the couple of. Okay, we've been knocked out of the 2 tourneys that were a small buy-in. Of course, not the rebuy, because I was in for that for quite a bit. Ace 5 now. I've got 6,000. There's 2,100 in there. I've got a blocker to the ace. I'm going to jam it. Let me know if you think that is loose. I think it's pretty standard. I run into sixes. Can't stick an ace out there. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. It just the maths just seemed good. The maths seemed good. The maths seemed good. Make sure to leave a comment if you do watch that, if you do see that play. Let me know if you think it is out of line. I think before it used to be ace 8 and over you could chip. But no, I don't know. I've got fold equity. I've got equity if I get called. And if I've got a 6,000 pot, a 6,000 chip stack, and I'm picking up 2,000, if it does work. I think it's a jam. I like my play there. We will call ace jack. And we will call with our threes here. He's min raising us. He's giving us a cheap flop. Do I want to bet at this now? I've certainly made my hand more difficult to play there. Looks like we have got the best hand. We'll just check down our ace jack and hope it's good. I suppose there is still a bit of play left in with that, but I prefer playing go for the win. Don't sort of I don't know with that ace 6. Was it ace 6 or ace 5? I ran into sixes. I will review it, but most of the time when I do review my hands, I come to the same conclusion. Oh, good play, a little bit of a cooler. Maybe I'm just in denial. But leave a comment, subscribe, smash that bell. We've hit trips here, and we'll fold our ducks. This is only the Wii tournament. 52 runners. We will call there. We'll raise it up there. And we'll fold there. As Daniel Negreanu calls them, the home run hands. 5-6 suited. Those little pocket pairs. This actually might be an example of when you do want to 3-bet tens. 10 and L, reg, 3-bets light. Well, not light, but you 3-bet with ace 10. Fishes equals like pre. I'm going to check. Wow. And I hit the 10. I hit the absolute rummy card. We will raise this though. There are 2 flush draws down. £3.80 seems about right. What's that? £2.60 to them. Come on a blank. Come on a blank. Come on a blank. That is not a blank. That is not a blank. So happy to check that. So happy to check that. Wow. How does he not get it in there? So he I don't know. I don't know what he's up to there with sixes. Not willing to get it in with trip sixes on the turn when there's 2 flush draws. I mean, he was right. He was right. But it is a large 3-bet. The only reason we will make this call is because he just lost the big hand last hand. So I figured if I did hit a 7, the implied odds are huge of me stacking him. Worst call I've made for quite a while. Oh my god. Is that oh my god? No, it's not oh my god. I am AO. We have gotten down for being a little bit of a fish. But God knows what he called with. God knows what he overcalled with. And we will 3-bet our 9s as well here. Facing a min bet from the cutoff. And we're on the button. It is a fairly quick call. And he is donking out for half pot. We will fold. We will fold. Most important thing in poker is don't be emotional. Don't bring your emotions to the table. I see top liners and they get so emotional. They take everything personal. I just can't understand it. I can't understand how such players have managed to carve out such a career for themselves. Not mentioning any names. Phil Hellmuth. I suppose he was just he was miles in front, wasn't he? So far in front, the Americans. He was miles in front. Owning Texas Hold'em tourneys. And it down to a fine science before anyone else did. But still a gambler's game. Got to sort of hate money to be a good poker player. Score. That's all right. We're down a little bit. But I'm still up since round 2 of my poker career. I used to play a lot when I was younger. I all but stopped for a long time. We will call here with ace jack, ace 3. Can't do much there. They are checking down there. I kind of think my 10 is good. King deuce on the button. Can't do much there. Oh, actually, we might. What do you reckon? Let's play a little bit goofy. No, I'm not here to play goofy. I'm here to teach you how to play poker. This I don't particularly understand. I might go bounty hunting. I think I will go bounty hunting with my king jack. And he's made the call. Interesting. What is this guy up to? He's got 165 behind. Check, I guess. I mean, I'm going to get it in anyway. He's checking again. Absolute madness. Had a flush draw. Misses. That's alright. Bit of a giveaway in the name. Super Nanny. I'm sorry, you old birds, but not particularly good at poker. He was probably my age bracket that were the best. The 30 odds. It's less popular now with all the kids and the video games. And then the old ones didn't really have many people to learn against, obviously. Obviously, there's some absolute legends of the game that were way in front of their time, but people understand it a lot more now. I am following the Doug Polk, Daniel Negreanu, or should I say Daniel Negreanu, Doug Polk. Okay, we have ace queen, 10 and L reg bets ace, does 3-bet ace 10 off. It's a little bit too high variance to this is going to look real special, but £2.60. I think I take this down 50% of the time. We will raise our trips up here. He does make the call. I don't think he has many jacks or sevens in his range. Because remember, he 3-bet us. He 3-bet us pre. How many times is he 3-betting pre with an ace, with a jack or a 7 in his range, in his hand? Certainly when there's 2 jacks and 2 sevens. A little bit of a loose call with twos there. I know it's a loose call. I know it's a loose call. I have got position. I think I would check. Oh, now the fact that there's a third queen changes quite a lot. He's no longer scared that I have a queen. Because I was half tempted to try to rep that queen, but not when a third one comes down. We're 25 or 41, up in the 10 NL table. I don't like this hand at all. I'm quite happy to check it. I think I should actually put an raise on the flop. And we're alright for jack queen suited. Maybe a little bit of light fold. Don't put too much in it. We will raise ace 10. It's marginal. Won't do anything with 10 deuce. Blinds are creeping up. They're 5100 now. Quite an easy call with Kojak. And we have nines here. What do we want to do? A stick and a raise. We do get a call. With those nines. So what is that? That call from under the gun. We'll just check that. That is quite a nice flop. 4 nines. Certainly see I have the 9 of diamonds. Very nice turn. We're going to do the lazy bet there. Not much to report on. The ace 9. Yeah, go on then. We'll defend it. And we'll raise our ducks. 8-3, no good. Can't do anything there. Can't do anything there. All clubs. We will just check. Easy fold. They're just checking to me. They're just checking to me. I'm going to carry on checking. I've got a wee bit of showdown value. Not much. A little bit. I'm not going to call a bet though. And Jack 9 no good. Ace 9 no good. I'll bring up that chart again. I think it's good to study the charts at the start. Good to yeah. Oh, it's got the shakes again. So Google says you want to raise about about 5 to 8% of your hands. You want to 3-bet 5 to 8% of your hands in 6 max pre. And I kind of think that's what it looks like. Maybe with that. So 3-bet these ones all the time for value. Sometimes chucking in that and that. Maybe these 70 or 80% of the time, and these ones 30% of the time. I think that gives you quite a nice 3-betting range. If someone sort of thinks you're we're gonna bet here, yeah, you wouldn't check the queen twice. If someone thinks you're 3-betting too much, you want to take out your bluffs and just value bet these ones. Obviously, occasionally you won't want to 3-bet these, just to balance your ranges. Jack 7. He was trying to what? 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. Yeah. We will donk out there with our 8s. And King 10 to fold. But maybe if you want me to do a regurgitated masterclass, I can do that. Oh, this is beneficial. And I didn't say that, but no, I haven't been well, so far I've had 1 second. I've managed to stream 1 second, and then I haven't finished first yet in any of these tourneys I'm streaming. Embarrassment. Carry on betting this. I don't know what I'm doing here. We do river the flush. That is good. 120 into 160. We get the call. We're beat. I did kind of know. I didn't know what I was doing when I was betting that. But Captain Hindsight. We will call that with our sevens. The nines have paired. Molly 9080. I think I'm okay. We won't jam, but we will 3-bet. Will we 3-bet? Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Oh, good. Opted for a slightly larger 3-bet in a tournament than I would in a cash, but that's not too large. I mean, I've seen bigger. Sixes. With 2 overs. We're okay. There'll be no streams tomorrow, though. In my uninteresting life, I have to go help someone move. Or I don't have to. I'm gonna go help someone move. And I did see my competitor, Poker VIP. I don't think I can call it my competitor because they're huge. And I've got all of 16 subscribers, but you'll see. None of them seem to have any charisma. It all seem to be like a load of white blankets. And of course, they're not as good as poker player as me. Saying that, with 8s now, I've got no idea what to do. Definitely can't fold, but I was thinking, can I ship? I've hit trips down here. I think I will ship it now, though. That 9's not particularly scary. I imagine he's c-betting a lot of over cards. We do take it down, so I am right. Yeah, I actually think I'm only going to get some traction till I win one of these tourneys. Unless I'm like, who was that snooker player that always finished second? But no. Must win, must score goals. We will 3-bet here with our aces. We're going to make it a small 3-bet. Only because he's only sat on £4, so it's not too difficult to get the money in. And we are getting min raised. Let's just min raise him back then. Okay, not the greatest of flops, but that's alright. £2 into £2.90 seems about right. That gives him opportunity to jam some hands. He does jam it in. We will call. We're in front, but just about. No spade. That's okay. 13 quid. Put that in skyrocket. Arr. I won't actually be able to buy anything at the moment. I don't need, but I'd like to prove a point that I am a good grinder. I have taken money out since I've started this stream though. Or called our fives. But it's nice. I've got a bit of recognition from some of the other some of the other regulars at these stakes who said, "You play good. Hey kid, you play good, kid. You play good," which is nice. We won't do much with our fives here. We won't do much with our fives. I think there was probably an argument to just min bet it, but I chose not to min bet it. But we won't call a large raise pre to set mine. We won't do that. We got a break coming up soon. Well, I've got a break coming up soon. Ace Jack. We will raise that under the gun. And we'll fold that. SRG has just sat down. Let's put in a small raise. I think I can carry on raising this. If I miss my flush, I have got a difficult river. We've got aces down there. I will just check now. Wow. Wow, 5-7. That's okay. That's okay. That's poker, folks. So ace is down here. We had two callers. He is betting into us. He is an unknown. We will put in a raise. When Rancid jams, it's just like, oh, right, I've run into a set. But against this guy, I'm quite happy to play for stacks. I don't know him. I haven't seen him before. I've got aces. We're in front. We survive. We survive. That's all we can do, is survive. Yeah, I got a wee break coming up. But guys, make sure to like and subscribe. I need the subscriptions. I need it. You know you need it. Yeah. You need it. You know you need it. Check there. I was like done with that hand before it started. We do win it though. We do win it. Razzy dazzy. Ace queen. And king 5 easy fold. We will see bet this, and we're sticking a small c bet. Ah, it is against Rancid. one of the house regs. And he is putting a significant raise. Well, let him have it. Have it, mate, have it. Still a bit of play left in this tourney. We have fives just before the break. We will min raise our fives in the hope of taking it down. We do get called. That isn't the scariest flop in the world, but he has got quite a few bounties, so I think he is a gambler. If he checks to us now, it becomes quite an easy bet. 4, not particularly scary turn card. And we're betting to protect our fives. He did almost time out and bet. We will float. We will float. I mean, that queen is interesting because I'll tell you what, that queen's interesting because what you're betting on the turn that you're now betting on the river. So I will try to catch a bluff. King 10. Okay, that makes sense. And we're back. Queens. We will min raise queens under the gun. Not quite strong enough to just limp. Because we are scared of aces and king. Well, ace or a king on the flop. And I don't think wood 45's back. Oh. Not particularly nice. We're either massively in front or massively behind. Now we're massively in front. And he is betting into us. I should have actually either called or 3 at that ace 4, but I was preoccupied with this. And we'll jam the river. Wow. So we played that perfect. We played that perfect. I don't know what he's doing, calling with what was it, 10-4 offsuit from an undergun raise. A little bit donkey. Not gonna lie. We might win this, baby, with 10 of 26. We might win this. We will call there with ace 10. Oh my god. I'm saying that because it's blind versus blind and I've got 7s. I'm going to hold on to my newly acquired chips. So I'm calling them all in. So what? You think you're ever in front with 7s? Think you're ever in front with 7s? We're flipping a lot of times, but no. I think I fold there. Oh, ace on the river, and he does it. He does it. I do. I don't know what's happening now. I think it's a little bit too early for the bubble. This is only a small tourney though. The other tourneys we played are much larger fields. In all the other tourneys we did register late, so it was the jammy time of the tourney. Quite an easy part of the tourney to play when you do know how to play, but if you don't know how to play, you definitely want to brush up on your jammy time. Oh, 4-6, no good. I don't mind my hand here. I think a lot of time he has an ace. He'll raise pre, so. Don't drink and drive. I'm not entirely sure here. It's just ace 8 suited. Raising that if he does jam. And my pot committed to call. So that was the one thing I was scared of. If he jams, I didn't really know what to do. Don't really want to play poker like that, but it just seemed ace 8 suited was too good not to go after the blinds. He's jamming. He's jamming. I think Wood made quite a bad call against us, didn't he? We will bet our straight draw there with our backdoor flush draw. And we've hit trips here. And obviously ace king, absolute monster when you are playing these sort of short stacks. We will bet this for value. Maybe I should have just been raised there. I don't know why I was going for so much value. Build a pot, build a pot. It's late in the tourney. He's out of position. You think he's going to limp and call a 3-bet. They will sometimes limp and call a min raise, but very rarely will they limp and call a 3-bet, and I've got ace king there. I've got so much of his range crushed. I want to call, right? We won't go after the blinds with 4-3 though, because he is short stacked and likely to jam. Oh, yeah. It is his small blind. I think he wouldn't defend it as recklessly. And obviously, this guy's. I'm not worried about the jam from him. We will defend. A little bit loose, a little bit loose. A little bit loose, that A7. 8-7 suited. I think it is probably more of a fold. I was half tempted to 3-bet it as well. But I prefer 3-betting when I have position. I suppose the suited connectors 3-bet out of position. Don't play too bad either. Even if you do get called, you c-bet every flop. Or virtually every flop, and you're trying to rep aces, kings. But I don't know. I did say in that poker chart that you should occasionally be 3-betting your suited connectors. Not sure if that was the time. I think it was actually. I think I could have. Keep them on their toes. Keep them guessing. Makes you a lot harder to play against. Not a particularly good flop for ace queen. It is quite a nice flop for ace deuce. He's open jammed. He open jammed with 9s. No, fair enough. But make sure to like and subscribe. Tell me if there is things you want me to do different. If you like it, tell your friends about it. Tell your uncle about it. I am winning. I am winning. I am teaching a winning strategy. And I'm certainly better than those lame ducks on VIP poker. God. It'd be good. I'd like to play one of their regs. Heads up challenge. I'm calling them out. Poker Tutor TV versus VIP poker. I've got ya. We won't play too large stakes, obviously. But 10-0, 20-0, heads up. No problem. I don't know how many hands Daniel Negreanu and Doug Polk are playing. I think it's in the maybe 40,000. Is that right? Sounds like a lot. But I think that's right. Maybe I saw that number somewhere. August 15th, 1971. We'll min raise that. King Jack on, dip bot on. We'll put out a small c-bet. Oh, it's Super Nanny. Super Nanny didn't play particularly well against us last time. Isn't that true, Super Nanny? Can't remember what Super Nanny did, but it was enough for me to question it. I'm sorry. If you watched my earlier video, I was a little bit shocked. A little bit? No. I was very shocked on some guy's name. I don't know how Sky Poker haven't got someone checking the names. I mean, God knows they make enough. God knows they are laughing. He's rolling in it, Rupert Murdoch. He's rolling in it. We will call the rates up there, but with all fault that I know it's a bit needy, but it is the small blind, and I am psychic. He jammed, by the way. If you were looking at a different table, I will change my my wallpaper soon as well. The next stream. Maybe I'm thinking poker chips. I'm thinking poker chips would work. And kapow! We do hit the absolute nuts on the river. Go on, Super Nanny, golden. God damn it, Super Nanny. We're 13 of 7. Maybe it's time we check when the bubble is. I don't like being a bubble player. I'm not usually a bubble player at these lower stakes. If I'm playing a big tourney, I will play the bubble. I will try to squeeze in, but most of the low limit tourneys, I'm going for the win. It's good to know when the bubble is, nonetheless, because people do play the bubble. Meaning people tend to play a little bit tighter when they're guaranteed a bit of money. I don't mind playing the bubble on the final table. What am I doing? That one I wanted is top 10. 110 up top. That would be nice. Better to kick up the jacksies anyway. I think I will call. With my Queen 10. If I'm calling with Queen 10, that's pretty much what I'm hoping for, right? It's pretty much what I'm hoping for if I'm calling with Queen 10. He is betting pot. I have had enough of doing this stream. I will jam my straight draw. Quick call. King 3. We're in trouble. Ace or 9. Oh, now that was a donk play, but Thanks for tuning in. Was that a donk play? The fact that he bet pot, he was kind of telegraphing I didn't have much fold equity. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I think that was probably... It was taking a punt. It was taking a gamble. We'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe.